It's Thursday night at Lawrence Partham Middle School, and the energy is electric. Partham is taking on Gilmet, simultaneous boys and girls basketball games. This isn't a club program, this is a good old-fashioned school sports league, made possible by Playball.
So in 2006, Playball was founded with a really simple mission, and that was to get more feet on the field. Every middle schooler in particular should have the access and opportunity to play sports.
Playball funds 5,000 middle schoolers each year across 7 Massachusetts gateway or higher need communities, bringing 10 different sports to 46 schools. Playball Executive Director, Katie Small.
But we're trying to bridge that gap from the kids that have the opportunity to play and those that do not, and really believing that just based on where you live, that shouldn't be a barrier as to if you can or cannot play sports.
There's no cost to families or schools. Playball provides all transportation, equipment, and uniforms.
Sports have this incredible impact to bring people together, to bring school communities together. You experience the joy of winning, but also the devastation of losing. There's so many life lessons that come from playing sports.
Coaches are teachers and school administrators, strengthening the connection between sports and education.
I can tell a kid, hey, listen, if you don't straighten up, it's going to affect your opportunities on the field, and sometimes that's the thing that's going to keep kids potentially focused in the classroom.
Small says high school varsity sports participation is on the rise in the communities they serve.
Really unintentionally has become this feeder system to the high school, and because in a lot of places you don't have a feeder system without middle school sports.
For thousands of kids across the Bay State, Playball is a game changer.
A lot of AAU programs are worth a lot of money, so this really gives me an opportunity to shine and have a passion for it.
So what would you be doing if you didn't have Playball?
Stay at home playing video games.
Playball actually introduced cheer to me, and it's one of my favorite sports now. It's something that became really important to me, and I've met a lot of good coaches, and they introduced me to my other cheer team in Lawrence.
Those kids are now experiencing the impact and the love of playing a sport, not just in a backyard or an abandoned parking lot. They're playing it in a gym and on a field. We're always wanting to expand that access and opportunity to play.
In Brookline, Chris Cook and Robert Quack share a similar mission: to make youth sports more accessible and affordable, while also closing the gap between town and club sports.
We both believe is that you can get a high-quality training experience with people in your community.
So in 2024, they created Unit 1 Athletics, an alternative to club sports with a Brookline-specific focus. Unit 1 is a private skill development program offering multi-sport training with little emphasis on travel or competition. Sessions cost an estimated $25 to $30 per hour.
We focus a lot on making sure that every single hour of our programming is top-notch, that every single player is getting a ton of reps, and that we have a high level of enthusiasm, a high level of energy.
Designed for Brookline kids, Unit 1 works with school coaches to help strengthen the town programs and rebuild the local sports scene.
We were growing up, right, the most important thing was that you play for your high school team. And the kids that you grow up with, now the kids' allegiance is really to their club program. And so the community suffers. Nobody's ever really attaching to say, I play for my town.
5th grader Noah Kimbo is at Unit 1 3 times a week, primarily focusing on basketball.
It is definitely challenging. I feel like I've been doing defense way better because we do a lot of defensive drills in Unit 1. And even my mom told me that. She said I got a lot better since 4th grade because on 4th grade I kind of sucked.
9th grader Leo Torres first picked up a lacrosse stick in 2024. Now he's varsity bound, says Cook, with no club, only Unit 1 experience.
When I first got here, my stick skills were okay, and then now I feel like they've improved significantly.
And for those worried that skipping club sports hurts high school or college chances,
I just fundamentally disagree with that. I think the amount of time that you spend driving to go to some training facility and how many missed dinners that means, this family opportunities, summer vacation, and how much money that costs. You could be committing yourself to just getting better and to practicing and to coming to do trainings at Unit 1.
This is a side gig for Chris and Robert, right? They were former collegiate athletes. experienced coaches and their Brookline parents as well.
Yeah, and back to Playball, they are in talks with 5 other school districts. They're really hoping to expand their reach in the next few years, doubling their number to 10,000 middle schoolers, which would be such a milestone for the organization, which would be great, of course.
Good work. Still ahead, carrying the mental weight of youth sports.